Welcome back to Good Morning Kenya. And we just want to continue with the day's discussion. If you're just joining us, we always appreciate you. Better late than never. Karibu tena sana. My name is Jane Wamboy, and right now we want to get into the next discussion. And this is all about the festive season. We are smack in the middle of the festive season. Christmas is coming up in a few days, and of course New Year's as well, and we just want to know how to go about making Christmas enjoyable, especially for the children. And for most of us, there's so many people who have birthdays in December, their weddings in December, and we always want to have desserts and pastries, but we always have to go buy. But if you have the alternative to make some of these desserts and pastries at home, how do you go about just making them look beautiful, not just taste good? Because sometimes you might make it good, but ukionja iko sawa lakini venye inakaa, it looks otherwise. So today we have two fantastic ladies with us in studio this morning. They are going to be telling us more about how to make a cake look beautiful, and of course some basics when it comes to dealing with cakes. And now I'll just like to introduce you to my guest with me this morning. To my immediate left, we have Wanjiko Mugo, who is the founder of Bakers Club. Karibu sana.
Asante.
Good to have you this morning.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Karibu tena sana. And to my extreme left, we have Beldina Kirito, who is the founder of Beldina's Delicacies. Karibu sana.
Thank you.
Glad to have you as well. Maybe you could start by giving us your social media handles before we get into all this goodness. Let's start with you, Wanjiko.
All right, thank you. My name is Wanjiko Muga. I'm the founder and administrator of the Bakers Club.
Yes.
Which started as an online group on Facebook.
What's the Facebook handle?
The Bakers Club.
Bakers Club.
We have a page, Bakers Club, and we have Bakers Club group. Yes.
That is on Facebook
on
as
Facebook,
only?
Yes.
Twitter,
also
Instagram?
On Instagram, the Bakers Club.
The Bakers Club.
Yes.
All right, before we get to the story, let's also get to have the handles for Beldina's Delicacies.
Yes, my name is Beldina Kirito J. You're the CEO of Beldina's Delicacies. Our Facebook page, it's Beldina's Delicacies. Instagram, Beldina's Delicacies. Twitter, Beldina's Delicacies.
All right, so that is how you can find them on social media. And of course, our social media platforms and communication platforms still remain open. The hashtag is Good Morning Kenya on Twitter. At KBC Television, 20154 is the SMS number. And our Facebook page is KBC Channel 1 TV. My handle is at Jane Wamboy across all social media platforms. So let's just get to understand a bit about, each company and how far you guys have come in when it comes to, pastries and cakes. Let's start with you, Wanjiko. Tell us a bit about, your company and, the background to it.
Okay, mine is a community, actually, not a company.
Yeah.
And it is a community for everyone in the baking industry. We have bakers, we have cake lovers like you. So you
I'm a
enjoy
lover.
Cake.
I am here for all the love.
Yes. We have the people, those vendors and manufacturers of what we use. A cake is made of ingredients and accessories that we use. So we have people who manufacture and maybe import and sell to us. We have companies that do courier for cakes. Cakes are delicate. You don't just pass it. And you need cake to move like from Beldina's Delicacies to her client. You see? So there are people who offer those services. So anyone with an interest in the baking industry is our member.
It's part of the community?
Yes.
How long have you guys been operating?
So Bakers Club is now 4 years old. We are on our 5th year. And we've grown. We now have a membership of 314,000 people.
Wow.
Yes. So, and there's so much interaction. What makes me really happy is the amount of learning there. It's a learning forum. So you find a new person who doesn't even know where to source for stuff.
Yes.
Or how do you even make a cake?
Yeah.
See? So they'll come there in the morning and they'll post like, I want to bake, give me a recipe. A recipe is shared and then they'll follow. Others have ovens in the houses, they don't even know how to use them. They've used them
cobwebs.
Exactly, as storage.
Pan,
you only use up here. And actually, it can be a source of income for you and your family, Like people don't know that you can practice and then before you now get to fully fledged business. Yeah. So we have people in the houses saying they're idle. You're buying cakes out there. It's okay to buy cake for that one special occasion, but why not also involve your family as a bonding time for the kids? Now they're on holiday, people on leave. So why not just put together something, come up with a cake on Sunday morning, enjoy your baked item.
Freshly made in the house.
Yes.
And also let's get to know a bit about you, Beldina, and your company. Okay. Briefly, give us a background of how far you guys have come and where you are today.
No, for Beldina's Delicacies, it's a bakery based in Kikuyu town, though we say we're just based in the Kikuyu town because we are mostly online, so that means we deliver everywhere. Cakes of all occasions, from birthdays, graduations, bridal showers, weddings, get-togethers, graduations. This is the graduation season. This is the time whereby people are really making merry with our cakes and all that.
Yeah.
We bake many different types of cake, fruit cakes, lemon blueberries, toffee caramel, black forest, white forest, anything cake.
You name the cake, we'll make it.
Name the cake, we make it.
Yeah.
Themed cakes. When you visit our page, Beldina's Delicacies, you'll see that we make cakes, different themes. You just need to call us and tell us, my son is graduating, give us a cake. And we customize according to that occasion.
And that's the beauty of cakes, man.
Yes.
They just make everyone happy. Cakes make me super happy. Now, when it comes to making cakes, you know, especially for most of us, we struggle to bake at home. When it comes to baking a simple, delicious, yet fully cooked cake that is not flat, what are the basics of baking a cake? Let's start there as we build the conversation. Let me hear from you very briefly, Wanjiko. When it comes to baking a cake, the basics that you need to always go by.
Okay, so the first step is have a recipe.
Have a recipe.
Cake is
guess.
Yes, a correct recipe. It should be correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not kopima kwa macho. Like a little of this.
No, we always say Africans and Angoja ancestor wisdom.
No. So cake is about balance. A certain amount of sugar goes with a certain amount of flour, a certain amount of quantity of eggs, and like that. Yeah. So one, make sure you have a good recipe.
Okay.
And that is what we do at Bakers Club. We share recipes, and we have a lot of people who've been doing it, so they have tried and tested recipes.
Okay.
Then the next thing is to have quality ingredients. You know, get good quality ingredients. Check your labels for expiry dates. You know, so because some of these things, maybe you've kept them in the house for like a year. You've been saying, I will bake, but you don't get to it. So confirm all your ingredients are good, your eggs are fresh, and all. Then you don't really have to have, equipment that are so yosufurias.
Over the top.
Yes, yosufurias in the house. They'll be good in the oven. If you don't have an oven, there is what we call mawe tatu. The jiko, the kawaida charcoal jiko.
I know that one. We used to do that. Kitambo sana.
Yes. So it will give you, because all you want is, baking is a method of cooking using dry heat. So all you need is to create an environment of dry heat. So you are like recreating an oven on top of a jiko.
Okay.
Yeah, and then,
so number one, have a recipe.
Yes.
It will go a long way in helping you get the measurements right.
Yes.
Number two, get quality ingredients. And by quality, doesn't mean to be expensive, but things that are not close to the expiry date or have expired or is an alternative for what you should have used.
Yes.
And number three, equipment is also important in as much as it might not be over the top, but it is important. Now, when it comes to baking, how do we now even involve the children? Because, we're in the festive season and we want to involve them even in these processes because it's one of the basics, the activities that children love the most. And let me hear from you, Bill. When it comes to involving the children and involving them safely, especially when it comes to cake making, which are some of the areas that children can do safely and, comfortably and still enjoy it, even you as the parent and the child?
You see, for one, as my colleague here, Wanjiko, has said, baking is fun.
Yeah.
And kids really enjoy it. Actually, I didn't mention that we also offer baking classes. And just last month, we had a baking class for the kids. Not all the recipes are complicated. We have simple recipes for just simple cakes.
Yeah.
So for the children, they can just get a simple recipe with guidance from an adult. They can simply do it. There are some recipes that will require hand mixer or a stand mixer like this one, and others will simply require a wooden spoon, mwiko. Yeah, so with guidance from the adults, children can be able to do this. So what they simply need is the adults just to give them, to get the simple recipe, to give them the simple recipe, guide them. It's fun. Actually, like the previous class we had, my son 4 years really enjoyed and he's looking forward. Yes.
Imagine.
And he's looking forward to the next class that we're going to have. It's fun, and after they bake, they just enjoy. You see now the sweet treats that are, you don't have to get the cupcakes from supermarket all the time. The cookies, simple cakes, they are easy to make. And that's why actually we are encouraging people, don't use your ovens as a store. You can just get simple recipes, bake at home, let people wake up to the aroma of Black Forest in the morning, chocolate cakes and all that, cookies, you know, it's fun. You see, you have cookies for breakfast. You don't have to wait for special occasions to have cakes.
Buy bread
yeah,
from the
we are really encouraging people to learn to bake simple cakes and cookies and cupcakes at home.
All right.
Yeah.
Now that we are right here, we have a cake with us in studio, and you know, making a cake sometimes might be the easy part for most, because you know, once you follow the recipe, you follow it to the latter. Usianze kusema acha niongeze hii tu kidogo. Follow it to the latter, you will get a very good cake. Bake it for the right amount of time, you will get a good cake. But let's talk a bit about decorating. When it comes to decorating a cake, you know, what are some of the basic tools that you need for a proper basic decorating process? Let me start with you, Wanjiko. Take us through some of what we have here that we're going to be using to decorate this cake.
Okay.
Yeah.
So cake decoration, one, is a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
And it takes a lot of time. And that is where the therapeutic part of baking mostly comes in.
Yeah.
Because you can actually be engrossed in a cake for 5 hours. You just look up, I'm done, and it's 5 hours gone like that. You were all, you know, engrossed in that cake. So you can, from your house, you can start with as basic things as just your bowls and your spoons.
For mixing?
For mixing.
Okay.
Yes. And there are simple recipes for icings. We have different types of icings. There are even icings that you buy from the supermarket and directly just go whip up until it firms up, and then you're ready to go.
Okay.
There are others where you have to put together some ingredients, like for example, icing sugar and butter, which is buttercream, making buttercream, which we have here. We already made before. So icing sugar and buttercream. And the good thing is, some of these recipes are so available, even maybe some as you know, easily available as at the back of the pack where you're buying.
But do we ever look?
We don't.
We
like
don't.
For example, if you buy icing sugar, at the back of the pack, there is a buttercream recipe, which we have used for this. So you see, you don't even need to have bundles to Google or to go call Beldina, I need this recipe. Yeah.
How do I make the icing
How do I make
cake?
this? Yes. And maybe she's busy, she's in the middle of a cake, so she's not responding to you. Yes.
All right.
So you just basically start with what you have. Like she said, some you just use a mwiko, the kawaida mwiko. You just mix and mix and mix until it becomes smooth. Then you can use the back of your knife, maybe, or okay, like this is a spatula.
Yes.
But before you get this, then you can use the back of a knife. You see?
A basic knife that you can get at home. Maybe this is a knife you may have at home. This part.
Exactly, yes.
This part right here.
The flat part.
The flat part you
yes.
scoop and apply.
Yes.
And apply.
Yes.
All right.
So everybody has a knife, right?
Everyone has a knife.
Yeah, yeah. So
All right.
basic in the house, you can do that. All right.
Now, when it comes to now making it pretty, tuongeza udhaka, tunaweka tuvitu, tunaweka turembo, and you know, for most of us, we tend to see tools, things like this being used for decoration, but for those who cannot afford to go out and buy some of these things at home, some of the tools that you can use to just make your cake look pretty. You know, tell us, give us a few hacks that you can come about with at home to just decorate a cake, in as much as you may not have the equipment professionally to go about making them.
Yeah, so we have said you can use the back of your knife for the decorations.
Yeah.
And then after you apply the cream, at times you don't have to put those rosettes or the fondant cuttings and all that. You can even use fruits. Like these are strawberries, easily available anywhere.
Yes.
So you can simply clean your strawberries and slice them and
into
put them
nice
on top
pieces,
of your cake.
and you're done.
Yeah, and you're done. And it will look so presentable and beautiful.
Or you can also use your fork. I see people using forks, you know, dipping them in the color.
Yeah.
And then you put it in some of these and you fork, you know, you do something.
Yeah.
So you can always have a solution at home
A
when it
solution
comes
at
to
home, exactly.
decorating.
Yeah, you find even for these, we have these bags. You find even the bags, let's say even a bread wrapping. You can get it and just create a small
hole?
Yeah, a small hole at the bottom, and then use it now to, like, if you want to put some patterns, just put some cream inside the bag. Like now you see this is a piping bag.
Yes.
These we get them from Cake Supplies shop. But now if you get your paper and make it this design, put some cream inside, you can create some simple design. And it's that easy. And even if you want to put like to write a message on your cake, you can do that with a very small hole at the bottom.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, I would love for us to just have a proper decorating session, and I would just want us to get right into it. So you guys are going to take us through this process, okay? Yeah. What kind of cake is this that we're going to be decorating today?
So this is a fruit cake.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this being a Christmas festive season, fruit cake is
our common favorite.
Yeah, it's the cake of the season.
Okay.
So we've baked our fruit cake. I would like to mention some of the ingredients involved in this fruit cake.
Yes.
We've used wheat flour, we've used butter, we've used eggs, the vanilla extract. Actually, we make our vanilla extract using vanilla pods. So we've used that in our cake.
Rockery.
Yeah, made locally, not bought from the supermarkets or wherever. We've used sugar, we've used fruits. Now the mixed fruits, we have raisins, we have sultanas, we have cherries, red and green cherries. Yeah. We have the fruits have been soaked in orange juice. Though at times we have like the rich fruit cakes whereby we soak the fruits in rum for like even a month or so. Like actually there are some Christmas orders that we have waiting
that
to
are
be
made 2 months earlier.
Yeah, 2 months earlier using the rum. Yeah, so but this one we simply made using orange juice.
All right.
Then simply that is what has gone into baking this cake. It's a 2 kgs cake. Yeah. And now, as you asked earlier, what do you do to ensure that the cake is well baked flat? Actually, like this cake, we just crumb coated it as it was because it came out so flat. So no need for leveling
to just cut the top.
Yes. So because this is enhanced by correct temperatures. So you ensure that in your oven you set the correct temperatures. You don't open your oven before the minutes the minutes required are done. Like now this one took 60 minutes, sorry. A fruit cake usually takes more time than the other cakes because it's a bit dense.
All right.
Yeah, so you make sure you just open your oven after the 6 minutes are over.
It's
That's when
important
you
to just
check
give
for
it time.
readiness using a skewer. When you insert a skewer or even a knife and ensure when it comes out clean, you know your cake is ready. It's well done. If it's not well done, you add some minutes to it. Yeah, so here is our fruit cake ready for decoration. So Wanjiku is going to tell us what she's going to use for decoration.
Yes, you're going to take us through that process, and due to the interest of time, you're going to be as fast as you possibly can. And we're just going to do a basic Christmas, decoration for cake in line with the spirit of Christmas that we are in.
Okay.
So just take us through it.
Like she said, this is a fruitcake.
Yeah.
And today we're going to use buttercream, soft icing to decorate it. We already did a lot behind the scenes. Like what you see here is a very thin coat of icing, which we call a crumb coat, which is basically like holding together all the crumbs.
Okay.
So next time you call us here, have 5 hours for us.
Yeah. To answer the previous night.
Yes.
All right.
So the key thing to note first, you don't decorate a cake that is hot. From the oven, you let it cool in the tin, then you will put it on a rack, and then it will cool.
Let it cool naturally.
Yes, yes.
Tuseke kwa friji poa haraka.
Yes, sasa ni kuiweka under pressure.
Yes. Just let it rest.
So it needs to be cold.
Okay.
Yeah. And basically because this icing, like what we've said that we are using today is buttercream, it has butter. So butter and heat will melt. Yeah.
All right.
So it's not a rushed process.
Okay.
So we did all that. We did a crumb coat. We put it in the fridge. So it's been chilling there.
And I'm going to be part of this decorating process.
Yeah, sure.
Let me come closer to you. Let me get a wipe over here.
Yes.
You need to have clean hands.
And gloves. We have gloves.
And gloves.
Yes,
so don't go touching your cake.
Yes, hygiene.
Yeah, hygiene muhimu. Especially when involving children.
Yes.
All right. So
once our buttercream was done, we used, this is a stand mixer. Yeah. So most of the bakers who bake often, you want to cut down on time. Yeah, so it's a stand mixer. There are hand mixers. There's a muiko.
Okay.
See, it goes as basic as that. So don't tell me you don't have a mixer, so you didn't decorate your cake. So you can do by hand. So once all the ingredients are done, the icing is ready.
Yeah.
So you need to, remember we said you can use
a knife or a spatula.
Yes.
Or any flat equipment you may have that you can hold with your hand.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Then what you need to do is now coat the cake.
The cake. All right.
So one thing I want to say about cake decoration, it's about you. It's not about what others are doing or what.
It's expressing yourself.
Exactly. And what do you want to achieve at the end of it? So what did you have in mind when you said, I want to make cake. Something came to your mind, right? Yeah. So it's Christmas, so probably you have some theme colors.
Yes.
Yeah, that you want to do as finishing. Yeah, so don't, and especially when you're doing it as a family with the kids, don't put them under pressure. We need to do this. You know, you Google an image and then you want
it must
to
come out like this. No.
Let them also bring ideas.
Okay.
Like they want to draw you there. You know?
Allow them to draw you as crooked as you may appear.
Yes.
All right.
So don't put yourself under pressure. So what you need to do is now like coat your cake with icing.
Icing.
Okay.
All right.
Get a comfortable position, a good table, okay, good height.
Yes.
Yeah, so that you don't bend too much or you don't strain too much. You cannot see the other side of the cake. Yes. So this is a turntable.
It makes it
not
easier.
The DJ one.
Literally a turning table, as you can see, to help, you know, at least get every side.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So what you need to do is decide whether you want to start from the top or the sides. Yeah. So where do you want us to start?
Let's start from the top.
So that you can see.
Yes.
Okay. So what you need to do is now apply evenly. Apply your icing. Okay. Spread it.
And it can be as thick or as thin as your preference.
Yes, but it needs to be spreadable.
Okay.
You see, like when you push it, it's moving.
You don't get to see the cake, not unless you're going for a semi-naked cake.
Exactly, yes. And
I know some of these things. Yeah.
I can see. Are you a member of Bakers Club? Maybe that's where you learned it from.
We'll talk about that after show.
Yes, so it depends. Like we said, it's what you want to achieve in your cake. What do you want people to see? So the top, then you smoothen this. If you want it smooth. If you want to do designs, like remember you talked about the fork?
Yes.
You can do some.
You can go ahead and you know.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, with that. So you try and work neat.
Yeah.
And you can. This takes a lot of practice. Okay. You don't
get it
too smooth in. You want to try?
Yeah.
Sure.
Mosho moja. You don't get one smooth. Now I'm going too deep. I'm going too deep.
Just so lightly.
Lightly.
Featherweight.
Featherweight. Niache ya kuweka kilo hapa.
You're not
there
so
we
bad.
go.
You're
Getting the hang of it already.
Yes.
Hey.
Who knows? You may make one for yourself during Christmas.
You know.
After this, at least you'll have some experience.
All right, so that is my basic application of, this is which cream that we're using?
Buttercream.
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 All right.
Made using icing sugar, butter, and a little milk.
All right.
Yes.
So we also have the kind that is usually really hard.
That is called fondant.
Fondant.
That is what she's doing here on the side.
Oh, okay.
So
we'll
this
be
is
getting
the fondant made of icing sugar.
Okay.
So just finish this and
then
explain
we'll
more
be
about
getting
it.
to that.
Yes.
Sure. All right. Now we go to the sides.
We go to the
Show
sides.
me.
You don't want to go
Show
to
me
the sides
way.
yourself. Okay. So when you're working the sides, this is where especially you need to be comfortable because you need to.
You don't break the cake.
Yes. Okay. So you just patiently go all the way around, apply everywhere. Sure. If you want a fully covered cake, you cover every part.
Okay. And these are simple things that you can always do at home any day, any time. You don't need to like exhaust yourself thinking, oh, how am I going to decorate this cake? Just start as, you know, basic as and neat as it may be. With time, you get to gain experience and get better at it.
Yes.
It's not a one-day affair.
It's not a one-day affair. And
don't wake up and know how to decorate a cake, and it comes out really nice and smooth.
Yes.
So allow yourself to make mistakes as you go about it.
Exactly.
Okay.
You should see some of our fast cakes. They looked like
pressure.
Okay.
Otherwise,
but with time, you even get used to it. It becomes easier and better, and you also learn along the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
So now we are coating the sides.
You want to try the sides?
Let me try to see if I will. Nisibomoe keki hata kibomoka tutaikula tu hivyo hivyo. We gonna eat it like that.
Kabisa.
All right. So gently,
yes.
Spread it over, and you need to be comfortable. So if you feel it is too far, you can just turn it to face you.
That's why you have a turntable. Yes.
Like that.
You've done these things before. I can see that.
Never. Nazifanyanga kwa akili, you see it, but you never really do it practically because most of us, just think of, now I have to get a mixer.
Yes.
I have to know how to mix these things correctly. If it doesn't come out,
no, you don't have
it's
to.
always so much pressure that we put on ourselves when we think about it, as opposed to actually doing it.
Yes. So you see, you can just do it from the comfort of your kitchen with what you have.
Yes.
Yes.
There we go, and then you spin it. Oguo, like
yes.
that.
Yes.
There we go.
Good.
Not too bad.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
Not bad at all, yes. Nice.
Nice.
Okay. So maybe what we need to do now is give it a neat, smooth finish.
Yes. That is where you come in. Unailainisha.
Unailainisha. Let me see if you've covered everywhere.
Yes. Especially the corners.
Yes. Okay.
Is there, when it comes to this cream of the covering, is there a certain kind that requires a certain cake, or any cake can have any kind of cream frosting or the fondant?
Okay, now different types of icings go for different cakes.
Okay.
Like for example, this is a fruitcake. Mostly it goes with, there's something called marzipan, there is fondant, and there is buttercream.
Okay.
When you think of forests, you won't find fondant on a forest.
Okay, on a forest cake, the spongy ones.
The spongy ones, So those ones mostly go with whipping cream. It's really fluffy and light.
The fresh kind,
yes.
and it's soft.
And chocolate,
okay.
So you'll find some grated chocolate on it, you see, So different kind of icings go for
different kinds of cakes.
All
right, so if you're making a sponge foresty cake at home, don't use the fondant. Whatever we're going to be getting to what she's actually working on right there. The hard kind.
Yes, the hard one,
Okay. Now back to smoothing it.
Yes, just going to smooth it a little bit more. This is called a scraper. So it helps you at least get a neat finish.
Yeah.
Yes. But don't worry, before you get here.
Some wipes?
Yeah. Before you get to this.
Stick to this. Yes. Stick to this.
And the beauty of doing your own cake.
Yeah.
If you get to a point and you feel, this is too stressful, you just take a knife cut and eat.
And you go ahead and enjoy.
You start another one tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So you're not just smoothing it out.
Yes.
Just get a nice, clean, and neat application on the sides. Oh, that looks so nice.
See there?
There we go.
You can do that. So like I said, improvising, you can get anything in your house that is really, it's going to make your work
easier.
Yes. So if you find you left a dent, you can add some
reapply and then smooth it out. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So that's how you end up spending 3 hours
decorating a cake.
Because you want to achieve.
And it cooked in 60 minutes.
Yes. But you see, by the time you get to decorating a cake, you've already achieved a baked cake.
Yeah.
Right?
All right.
Came out of the oven. It's nice.
Yeah.
So number 1 done. So you're now on secondary.
All right, now we have to hasten the process. We have less than 10 minutes to go to the close of the program.
Okay.
So now, next step when it comes to making it look pretty on the top.
Okay.
Now you've just covered it?
Now I've just covered it. Okay, because of time I won't go smoothing more and more.
Yes, we'll work with what we have.
Yes. So what she's doing there is doing a fondant, which is the hard icing.
Yes.
We call it hard icing. And she's going to cut out shapes, like those Christmas.
Oh yeah, the trees.
Yes. So like we
stars.
You can also use fruits like strawberries.
We're going to use fruits in this case due to the interest of time.
Okay, no problem.
Be able to.
We also have some
sprinkles. Yes.
Yeah. So, and you see the...
I will hold on to this. I'll be dripping the goodness.
I hope by the time I come for them, they'll still be there.
At the end, just so that we can at least have a Christmas tree at the center.
At this point?
Yes.
Okay.
So I want to see what you...
Towards the end.
You want us to do.
Just make it pretty, man. It's Christmas. It needs to look Christmassy. The children need to love it.
So this, you see, this is something a 4-year-old
would comfortably do.
Yes, yes. And they'll say, Mommy, I made this. See?
You know?
Yes.
And you get to enjoy Christmas with your babies. And it's an activity that can keep them
So you
engaged.
see the pop of color changes the whole... It's no longer...
There we go.
I like that.
Improvising and making it look pretty. And they stick. You see?
Yes, because it's sticky. So
yeah.
The buttercream will hold on
to this.
Yes.
Hold on to dear sprinkles. There we go.
So this is the simple thing that you can do in the house. And these things are very available. Even in supermarkets, you just buy them and
come use them at home.
Yes.
All right. So this is step 1 of the decorating process.
Okay. How far do you want to go?
Just almost at the other meeting on the other end. There we are. We have met.
Nice.
Now,
okay.
We've used sprinkles. How can we incorporate fruits in this now?
Fruits, okay.
Yeah.
So what you can do with fruits.
We have strawberries with us.
We have strawberries
okay.
here. They were cleaned before this. So.
Oh, ye strawberries, open up. They're refusing to open. There we go. We've got it.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. So what you can do is decide whether you want to arrange them on top in a pattern, or maybe you want to slice them, or. So
let's slice
this
a
is
few.
Your cake, so
it is. Yesterday was my birthday, so we are literally making
Happy
my
birthday.
birthday cake. So we can slice a few of them and just place them on top.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm going to use this knife.
Yes.
This is what we have available. So you can do that, or you can.
Ooh.
Oops. Sorry. So if you like open them like this, see.
That's already a pattern.
Already, yeah. So you decide how you want to distribute them. Yes.
All right.
You can do that. You can use them whole.
It's an option.
Yeah, it's an option.
You can slice them in two.
Yes.
And place the babies upside down next to each other.
Okay.
So whatever works for you.
Yes, whatever works for you.
All right.
You just don't feel under pressure to be like the cake you saw on Pinterest.
Pinterest will be the end of us.
Yes.
Pressure.
Yes. So
we're just going to do a basic strawberry placement decoration like that. We have, there we go. And then add some sprinkles
you love
over
these
the
things.
strawberries. I have a 6-year-old and she says mosquitoes bite you because you have sprinkly blood.
okay, that's a new one.
Yeah. All right, there we go. Then you can
maybe we
take.
can see what Beldina is doing here.
Yeah.
With the fondant, she's cutting out some shapes like a Christmas tree.
Yes. Then you can have one more at the center.
Aha.
The center piece.
That's where the Christmas tree was to be.
Oh, is it up and down?
Yeah, now you see here, this is fondant.
Yeah.
Now made of hard icing.
Yes.
Yeah, the icing sugar, plus glucose syrup, plus a few other ingredients.
All right.
So we have hard icing.
Okay.
This is it.
All right.
Mostly icing sugar. So what I've done here, I've colored my fondant
Mixed it with
red.
the red food
Yeah,
coloring.
being Christmas, it's a season of red, green, and white colors.
Yeah.
So that's what mostly we do. So this is my red fondant. From this red fondant, have
already made some.
some gift
goody.
boxes. Yeah, you know Christmas comes with giftings and all that. So we've made some Christmas boxes.
And it's good you had made them before time because we have less than 5 minutes to actually wind up. You guys are very smart.
We know you.
Yeah, so we have our Christmas gifts.
Yeah, so we're going to place them right there. Let me get the strawberry.
So they're simply made of fondant, the
Yeah.
red fondant. Then we've used some just to
Yellow
make them
stripe.
look real. We see actually, we bakers, we see something and you want to put it into
Bring it to life, yeah.
Bring it to life.
All right.
Then we have a Christmas. We'll just shape now a Christmas tree. You know Christmas and Christmas trees. So we are going to shape our Christmas tree from fondant.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're going
Very
to cut.
quickly. There we go.
Yes.
And these are shape cutters that you can easily get in any supermarket.
Yes.
All right.
Mostly.
Actually, even the toy section.
You can always get them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Zile
So
toys za watoto za
Yes.
kupika. So
So
here's
we
our
have-
Christmas tree. Let me just show it to our viewers. Here it is. Can we see it? There. There's a Christmas tree that we're placing right there.
Yeah, then we're going to put some red decorations
Ah.
around it to make it colorful.
Yes.
Yeah,
To just make it more Christmassy.
yeah.
There we go. And remember, you can always do this in any way you so please,
Yeah,
as long as
like
it
actually
comes
these
out.
are now
Yeah.
small balls, just molded using the
And
red
kids can
one.
do that.
Yeah, and anyone can just do it.
All right.
It's fun.
There we go. And that is, I think we're done actually. That is a very simple yet pretty cake that you can make with your family. And you know, you can always involve your children, especially when it comes to such things. It is Christmas, it looks Christmassy. Look at that. That looks so nice. Oh my God, we did such a great job. We did such a great job. And I think I want to invite my colleagues, Ramaguko, because in a culture shock. Okay? First of all, Aguko, as you make your way here, I wonder if you've ever had an opportunity to decorate a cake or it's always been really bored. But for those who just, are interested when it comes to some of these processes, it's just about being creative.
Yes.
And enjoying the moment.
Yes.
And not being too critical with yourself. And if you want to be extra, you want to use more color, more fresh icing, you can always go with the piping and you do more. But due to the interest of time, you're not able to do that. This is what we are able to do right now. And this looks like those two thingies you hang outside your door.
Yes.
For Christmas. It looks so pretty.
Christmas.
It is
So colorful and beautiful.
Yes.
so colorful, so beautiful. And I want to invite my colleagues Ram and Doreen to just quickly come up here. And super director, producer, we have Ambia, we have...
We're not celebrating your birthday, but we're supposed to be celebrating yesterday. Happy birthday, dear Jane. Happy birthday to you.
Don't ask how old you are.
Birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Jane.
Thank you. Mimi nawaita tukate keki, kumbe tuko hapa. Haya, tukimaliza kukata keki. There we go.
You can slap.
No. We're about to wind the show, so we'd like to taste the cakes, Indio.
Sure.
All right, so let's go ahead and cut it before Tunyole.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jane. Happy birthday to you.
How old are you?
16.
Miaka mingi. We will not say it on air, but it's cool. Oh, and it's a fruit cake, as had mentioned earlier. So we're going to enjoy this cake.
We promised you a cake.
And here it is.
We have delivered.
All right, so let us all get into it. Grab a piece. Thank you so much for being with us on Good Morning Kenya. As we enjoy the cake on your behalf, be sure to join us again tomorrow morning right here on Good Morning Kenya for another fantastic edition of this. My name is Jane Wamboye on behalf of this entire beautiful crew and also those behind the cameras. Thank you so much. Agooks.
You can join us from home as we sing happy birthday in the choir master. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Oh, Jesus Christ. There we go. Thank you so much. Hey,